Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video tour. Today we're checking out the all-new 2026 Arctic Wolf 38LEAH.G fifth wheel built by Forestriver RV. This is a pretty cool new floor plan. It's a triple slide out, bath and a half / laundry room fifth wheel. You may have seen a lot of videos popping up on social media about this particular model, as it is specifically designed by Leah Goodrich. But we're going to take a few minutes here and walk you through the inside and outside of this RV and really kind of show you what it's all about. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are now up inside the all-new 2026 Arctic Wolf 38LEAH.G fifth wheel here, built by Forestriver RV. As you've seen on that floor plan that was up a few seconds ago, this is a rear living room, bath and a half fifth wheel here. Now I do want to start back here in the back of the RV with you, and we'll work our way to the front. So first things up, you are going to have a very large L-shaped sofa back here. Now this sofa has storage underneath of it. So on one side, you will have storage under that center L section back there. And then you're going to also have storage on the other side. Now this sofa is designed to fold together during travel, or you can kind of use it as a little bit of a bed for that extra guest. Now another cool feature is going to be this very nice ottoman right here, and that has storage in it also, and also a little tabletop that pops up, giving you an extra little place to maybe sit your drink on, eat at, you know, whatever you want to do, prop your feet up on the thing, but kind of gives you a little bit of that relaxation feel of a recliner, especially as this part right here also kind of tilts back. So that'll tilt back a little bit, and then you can prop your feet up and kind of give yourself that recliner feel, even though it doesn't have recliners. Those three windows on the back wall do open. The one on the side of the slide does not, however the big one does. There's a little bit of storage up above that very nice desk right there. You can see that also. Right here is a little desk area, electric outlet, USB charger ports down there. Does have a pull-out drawer also for storage. Now sitting here, you are looking at your large smart TV. Shameless plug, my All About RVs YouTube channel sitting right there. Check that out. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button, help me out. But it's currently sitting at about 69,400 and some odd subscribers. You're going to have a large Greystone electric fireplace down below right here, and 3 drawers also. Spinning on around here, you can see a large island bar area right there. Look at all of these windows. Just a huge view overlooking that awning or door side area of the RV right here. What do you guys think of the look of this new model here, this 38LEAH? It's a pretty cool little layout, I think. So moving into the kitchen area, right over here, you will have a little bit of a pantry area, along with a trash can and a pull-out drawer right here in this section as well. The big microwave right there by Furrion. A 3-burner gas stove top. There's a window back there that also opens. There is a couple drawers down here below your oven area. Nice Greystone oven. And check that out. You have 2 10.7 cubic foot Furrion 12 volt refrigerators right there. So you can cram a lot of goodies in this thing. And just down below that is also 2 more full extending ball bearing drawer guided drawers. Forgot to take a look up at the ceiling here. You can see ceiling fan up there, some LED glow bars. These lights in this ceiling section here, even the ones in the nice decorative beam here, are dimmable. They work off of a dimmer switch over there. Now down here in the island is a dishwasher. So that's pretty cool. It's got a little pull-out dishwasher drawer. Nice high-rise sprayer faucet here. You also have that sink with the little cutting board thing built in here. You got the little strainer thing. So you got a few different things here, all designed into the edging of the sink area and stuff. Over there is going to be a large pantry on the left, some overhead cabinet space, a little bit of shelf space up there as well. Down below, you're going to have a couple drawers, some storage space, and also a central vac with dustpan vac feature right here. On the side is the electric box with the breakers and fuses. There are some controls right here. We'll kind of go over that when we come back in to close things up. But you have kind of a little area where you could maybe set up a little coffee bar or something. You got an electric outlet, USB charger ports there. And then they do a very nice flip-up counter extension here that almost makes this a one-piece setup right here, but you got a little bit of gap. But that right there is pretty cool, giving you a lot of extra space when you're in here cooking and stuff. You will have an electric outlet, USB charger ports on the side of that island area there, along with the propane leak detector. But again, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts so far on this new floor plan here. Just to kind of point out, that blind right there is a power blind, and just underneath of there is where the switch is for that. And then right up here, these two blinds are also power with a separate switch over here at this little bar area. And then the rest of them are pull down nightshades that you manually pull down. But I like the fact that they did put power on the couple areas right there that were a little difficult maybe to get to for shorter folks. This is a pretty cool layout here. A lot of goodies crammed into this model here. Let's move on up a little bit further, and you're going to have those floating style steps. You can kick your shoes under there, motion light right there. And then you are into your half bath / laundry room here. And this has washer and dryer already ordered in it the way this one was set up. Up high here, you can see quite a bit of extra storage space up here. There's even some space up there where you could maybe set some decorations and stuff once you get somewhere. Large turbo exhaust fan, AC duct in here as well. And then they did a nice little mirror area here, a hanging closet rod there that's removable. Electric outlet, USB charger port, fan controls, a little sink area, some storage underneath of there too. And you have the porcelain foot flush toilet. And then they did this nice little cool heavy-duty metal tray that folds down, a little shelf space right here. So when you do pull your clothes and stuff out of there, you can set them up there, maybe do a little folding or hanging up or whatever you need to do. Let's get in here real quick and kind of spin around so you can see this a little better from this angle. And it has a sliding door. There's a heat duct in here as well coming out of the wall. But a pretty roomy size half bath right there. Okay, so from here we are going to go up into our bedroom area. You got a nice grab handle here. Over on the left side we will have the bed slide out. This is a Camper King bed. So not as big as a real house king, but bigger than a traditional queen. You have a window on each side of the bed. Those do open, pulled down, pleated shades in that area, and a nice padded headboard back there. There is a projector screen up there to kind of shine down this way. I'll kind of spin around and show you that here in a second. But it does have a smart projector right there. There's also HDMI hookup up there, USB charger port up there kind of thing too. Digital thermostat for that second ducted AC that's in the ceiling right here. Light switch with dimmer for the dimmer lights up here in this area. Electric outlet and USB charger port on both sides of the bed also. Again, you have a large window overlooking that campsite area right there. Electric fireplace right here, which is basically a nice fancy electric space heater. There's 4 dresser drawers pulling out right here. Electric outlet and USB charger port over there as well. But this blind right here acts as a pull down screen for the projector. So that's kind of cool. You get a massive TV in here using that projector. I like the sliding door right there. They built in a mirror to it. So when you're in here trying to get dressed and get ready and everything, you do have basically, it looks like a full-length mirror right there. Very, very nice. Very smart. And then we're going into our main bathroom area right here. This is a large bathroom area. So up above, you're going to have that skylight. You have the ABS tub surround. It is a step-in shower with the glass enclosure. It does have a little seat area there. Porcelain foot flush commode. They kind of did a different wall board in here to just kind of break up the normalness. You got big turbo fan there, AC ducts in here, heat ducts in here. And they did a very nice sink area here. I like how they did this. I think this is smart. I get kind of aggravated with all these dual vanity sink setups and some of these things. So it's pretty cool here. You got a nice backlit mirror you can see there, electric outlets, USB charger ports. There's actually 2 of each there. You do have some counter space here, where a lot of them you have no counter space other than 2 sinks. There's storage down below. There's a pull-out drawer right here also, and a little stool to sit on. So this kind of acts as a dual-purpose little vanity area right here. I think is very smart. I wish some of these other brands would kind of think of that. Think outside the box a little bit more versus that dual vanity setup and everything. Then you're into your big closet up here. And on this side, you have a hanging closet, lower bar, and you also have an upper bar. Some shelf space up there, and some little hooks. Now they did some overhead cabinet space, a windshield in the front of the RV, kind of overlooking that front tongue area, has a pull down blind in there. There's an electric outlet and USB charger port there also. And then down below, you're going to also have some more drawer space. And then you have a lot of shelf space over here to cram things. So floor to ceiling, you got a lot of room in here to stack you some goodies. Maybe get you some like plastic totes or something and kind of stack things away. And there's even a sliding door in here to block it off from the bathroom area as well. There is an AC duct in here I do see, but I don't see a heat duct. So I'm going to guess just the heat from the main bathroom area just kind of flows into this section. But, you know, heat duct, AC, all that goodie can kind of come into this area. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts here. I want to walk you around the outside of the RV. So we're going to go over the roof, the underbellies, you know, walk around everything here. And then we're going to come back in. I want to show you road mode, and we're going to close it all up. But let's check this out. So let's head on to the outside. We'll be right back on the outside. All right, so we are now back on the outside of the brand new 2026 Arctic Wolf 38 Leah fifth wheel here. We are going to start on the door side right here and kind of work our way around for you. So first things up, you have a white fiberglass exterior, aluminum studded foam block insulated sidewall. You do have a lower white aluminum skirting. The unit has 2 power awnings on it with LED light strips built in close to the body of the RV. It has adjustable arms for tilting and a manual override in the front arm head in case of an electronic failure. Behind that first baggage door right there is one of your 2 20-pound propane tanks. You do have a pretty large pass-through storage area right here. You can see, light in here, light switch, nice rubber floor, some of that aluminum tube framing, the TV hookups where you can put a TV out here. Moving on to the back compartment area right there, you have a portable ice maker, a mini fridge, and a little more storage area there as well. But a pretty cool little setup right here in this section for outside entertainment area. Now looking down below, you can see the front electric auto level jacks with the quick pull pins. A very nice enclosed underbelly. There's also a gas line hookup back here, so you could plug in a portable grill out here and do some cooking. You do have the large folding entry handle here that comes down nice and low, so it's a little easier to get in and out of for you shorter folks. A very nice heavy-duty step here that comes down, touches the ground, has adjustable feet, flips up in the doorway when you are traveling. It has that black safety glass entry-exit door with the screen door, obviously, as you've seen when we were inside. It has that window that is built in, that is Lippert thin shade ready, so you can purchase that aftermarket. It is a dual axle unit, aluminum wheels, drum brakes, easy lube hubs. Just behind there is the rear auto level jacks. So this is a 4-point electric auto level jack system. You do have a lot of windows on this side overlooking your campsite area, or door side, whatever you want to refer to it as. And they do have kind of a little bit of a deep tint, almost mirrored reflectiveness to them. But a very, very nice look. And they even, again, have that social media influencer who kind of designed this and everything. And it does have her little signature slapped on the side of it there. Kind of cool. Kudos to her for being so popular to get her own little design and do a great little collab with the Arctic Wolf people at Forest River. Right here, you are going to have a slide out, which you've seen when we were inside. Now, one thing you might consider adding to the RV might be a slide out awning cover. This has 3 slide outs on it again, so you could put maybe a slide out cover. It's a nice awning that rolls in and out with the room, basically allowing it to shade the top of the room. It repels a lot of water, leaves, twigs, debris, that type of stuff. So maybe talk with your salesperson about putting something like that on there too. On around to the back side here, it's a traditional flat back rear end. So nothing super fancy here. Obviously multiple windows. It does have, your traditional running lights and everything here. There is a 2-inch hitch receiver right down here. So this is a towing style hitch. So it is rated for 3,000 pound pull capacity, 300 pound tongue weight, and it does have a 4-way flat back here as well. Up in the top center right there, you are going to have prepping for the Furrion rear observation camera. A very nice camera system that would allow you to see what's going on behind you when you're driving down the road or backing into a campsite. So definitely consider that when you're purchasing one of these RVs as well. You might talk with your salesperson about adding that on. Now, real quick, I want to take a second here, hop up and show you what the roof might look like depending on how you order yours. All right, I just want to take a second here and hop up and kind of show you what the roof might look like depending on how you order yours. So kind of starting all the way in the far back corner back there, there is an attic vent back there. You got one of your 2 ACs, your TV antenna, solar panel, plumbing stack vent, roof vent, another plumbing stack vent, second AC right there, a couple more plumbing stack vents, skylight, roof vent, and an attic vent. Now really the whole point of kind of getting up here was to show you there's a lot of stuff up here, and it's very, very important to make sure you get up here from time to time, maintain your seams and your seals. But not only just up here on the roof, you got to remember to do that around like your windows and your roof, your different vents and lights and everything around the side. Every place they cut a hole in an RV, it's very important to make sure you keep up with seams and seals. All right, let's hop back down. All right, back down here on the ground, again, just extremely important. Make sure you keep up with your maintenance. Again, not only on the roof, but around those windows, the electric outlets and, stove exhaust vents. Every place they cut a hole in one of these things, make sure you keep up with those seals and maintenance. Very, very important. All right, back down here looking at this corner, we've got our detachable 50 amp power cord right there. Just above that power cord is an electric outlet. So it's kind of cool they put an electric outlet for you to use back here in this section. There is a stove exhaust vent right above that window right there. And don't forget, there is a flapper in there that you do have to open from time to time. Now again, kind of looking down below here, you can see in the back here, there is your dump hose holder. Again, that enclosed underbelly and stuff, nicely finished off back here. This one had the dryer, washer dryer setup in it, so that little black square up there is the dryer exhaust vent. The on-demand water heater located right there. Black tank flush also located right there, and your furnace exhausting out right there too. Now looking down below right here, you can see your dump area, some hot and cold low point water drains. There's also a couple of the dump handles coming out right there. As you go up toward the front, you are going to have the more dump handles up there in that very front section up there. Stepping back, kind of looking down the whole side of this RV. What do you guys think so far of kind of the look of the outside of it? It's got a nice clean look to it. It's your traditional white fiberglass RV with some decent vinyl graphics on it as well. Looking in this compartment right here, you can obviously see it's propped up with a little catch so that it doesn't interfere with the slide out. That's very cool. I don't like it when they flip up and kind of catch into that area like some of them do. But you have like a little docking station area right here. So there is a hot and cold outside utility shower right here. Winterization valve, bypass valve, your city water inlet, fresh water fill, black tank flush again for the other bathroom, cable inlets, water pump switch, the auto level jack controls right here. Obviously a light right there as well. Another light back up in there. Over here behind this baggage door is going to be another 20-pound propane tank with the auto changeover regulator on it. Now there's some really important informational stuff right here, so let's check this out. So very first up is going to be this production date sticker. It tells me this RV was built 11/7 of 25. The model number 38LEAH.G. Gross weight of this RV, it's the most you're allowed to load it up to. Axle weight, hitch weight, everything combined do not exceed this number, 15,335 pounds. Now, just right up here is the dry weight sticker, telling me this RV, when it rolled off the assembly line, was 12,505 pounds, and it has an exterior length of 43 feet 6 inches. Right back over here's my tire size. Tells me this RV was putting on ST 235 80R 16 G-range tires. So that's 235 80R 16 G-range tires with 110 PSI cold. It is extremely important to keep up with your tire pressure when traveling with any RV. But a very, very nice looking fifth wheel here. Now you have a pretty solid heavy duty fiberglass front shell here. We might try to see if we can pop open this garage door and get a better look at the front here shortly. But you can see there's a couple LED lights here. Very nice. I love the fact that it comes out and really goes right down over that hitch pin box. So it really brightens this area up so you're not going to run into that, hopefully. But they also put that extra light up there. And that right there basically kind of shines down over that whole name recognition right there. And a big windshield up there. But we'll pop that open and get us a view of that a little better. So right here is the Rhino pin box hitch pin. So if you're going to travel a lot and you want to upgrade this to, like, say, a Curt Air ride or a Moore ride or whatever, make sure it bolts up properly to the Rhino pin box bolt pattern. There is a light switch right down there for some lights. And then you can see inside this storage compartment area right here, your spare tire, kind of out of sight, out of mind, up out of there. You have the solar charge controller back there, a battery disconnect right here, and again, battery storage area right there. So a little bit of storage in that area for some goodies, but most of it's taken up by, you know, the equipment of the RV. All right, guys, what do you think so far of the brand new 38 Leah? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to step back inside here real quick and kind of show you what this thing looks like, all closed up in road mode for you too. So let's hop back in the inside. All right, I just wanted to step back up in here and show you again what the 38 Leah Arctic Wolf might look like, depending on how you close yours up. But I've gone ahead and closed up all three of the slides here to kind of speed this up for us a little bit. You can again see back here, the sofa has to be folded up. Make sure your chair's strapped down. You should strap down your ottoman and stuff back here. It is a very snug fit, so unless you're climbing over this ottoman area right here, or the island area, I mean, you're not really getting back there. Obviously, make sure your cabinet doors and drawers, everything is closed up properly so you don't damage something when you're bringing them in. Very, very important to make sure your floor is clean also, so you don't accidentally run over like a rock or something that might have come off your shoe and rip and damage your floor. Up here, I can come up here, lay down, take a nap. I could climb over the bed, get to the front closet and bathroom area if I needed to. You're not really getting to the dresser area, and definitely make sure the heat is not on that electric fireplace, because you could maybe catch your blankets and stuff on fire if you're not careful. So make sure that is off for sure. But kind of get an idea here. Some of it is pretty functional. That half bath completely usable. So if you're stopping at a rest area, just need to use the restroom, you could do so. The only thing I would say, maybe a hair of a negative, would be the fact that you can't get to the refrigerator part. You could get to the freezer, but not the refrigerator part. So you would have to bump that out a little bit if you were coming in just to grab a drink or something. But other than that, a very, very nice setup here, even when it's closed up. Now let's step outside real quick. I want to show you, just kind of get you an idea what it looks like with the slide closed on this side and stuff. Now again, you can check these out, guys, at the Couches RV Nation store. They are located in Trenton, Ohio. They are one of, if not the largest selling RV dealer in the country. They sell a ton of Forestriver products and a couple other brands as well. Again, check these out, Couches RV Nation. 888-417-8299. If you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe, smash that like button, help out the channel. And if you got any good questions on something like this, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll try my best to answer. And you can also call the folks at Couches RV Nation, guys. They'll be glad to help you out and most likely save you a lot of money.